Cancer and the mind, where biology meets belief. At first glance, cancer seems like a purely biological problem, a defect in DNA, a rogue cell multiplying uncontrollably. But the human body is not just a machine, it's a living network where biology is in constant conversation with the mind. And in this dialogue, psychology may not start the fire, but it can fan the flames or help extinguish them. Science is now uncovering what once sounded poetic. The state of our mind can influence the state of our cells. This is not about wishful thinking, it's about measurable changes in immune function, hormone levels, inflammation, and even the way our bodies respond to treatment. Let's dive into the science of how psychology and cancer intertwine. The stress connection, not just in your head. We often use the word stress casually, but biologically, stress is serious business. When the brain perceives a threat, be it a lion or looming diagnosis, it signals the adrenal glands to release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In short bursts, this response is adaptive. It helps us survive, but when stress becomes chronic, months or years of feeling overwhelmed, it takes a toll. Immune surveillance, the body's silent watch. Your immune system is more than just a shield against colds. It's a full-time security system that hunts for internal threats, including cancer. One of its key jobs is immune surveillance, identifying cells that have mutated and need to be destroyed. T cells and natural killer cells play leading roles here, but their efficiency depends on how well the immune system is regulated. Psychological factors like loneliness, trauma, or depression can dysregulate immune function, impairing these cells' ability to act quickly and accurately. In other words, when the mind suffers, the body's defenses loosen. Depression and the biology of giving up. Depression is often dismissed as an emotional state, but its biological footprint is profound. Depressed individuals frequently have higher levels of systemic inflammation, altered sleep patterns, and changes in neurotransmitter activity, all of which can affect immune health and cancer prognosis. Clinical studies have shown that cancer patients with untreated depression tend to have worsened outcomes, not just in terms of quality of life, but in survival rates. One large meta-analysis found that depression could increase mortality risk in cancer patients by up to 39%. This doesn't mean depression causes death, but it contributes to physiological conditions that make recovery harder. The placebo effect, when belief becomes biology. The placebo effect is often misunderstood as a fake response. In reality, it's proof that belief can trigger real biological change. When a patient believes a treatment will work, even if it's a sugar pill, the brain releases dopamine, endorphins, and even activates pain relief pathways. Functional MRI scans have shown that brain activity changes in response to placebo treatments in the same regions that respond to real medication. In cancer, the placebo effect is not a cure, but the belief in healing can improve treatment adherence, reduce side effects like nausea and fatigue, and enhance immune markers. This shows that mindset doesn't replace medicine, it reinforces it. Meaning and survival, the power of purpose. One of the most surprising findings in psycho-oncology is how much meaning matters. Patients who report a strong sense of purpose, spiritual connection, or engagement with life often show better outcomes, even controlling for medical variables. A landmark study by Dr. William Breitbart at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center developed meaning-centered psychotherapy, which helps advanced cancer patients explore what gives their lives purpose. Results showed not just emotional improvement but biological benefits, reduced stress hormones, better sleep, and even improved immune cell activity. Psycho-oncology, a science, not an add-on. This is not fringe science anymore. Psycho-oncology is now a formal field backed by decades of peer-reviewed research. It combines psychology, neuroscience, and oncology to treat the whole patient, not just the tumor. Psychological interventions like cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness-based stress reduction, and expressive writing has shown the ability to reduce cortisol levels, enhance immune response, and improve quality of life in patients undergoing chemotherapy or radiation. One study at Ohio State University found that breast cancer patients who participated in group therapy not only felt better, but had fewer recurrences and lived longer than those who didn't. The brain-body connection is not just academic, it's life-saving. The new model, integrative healing. We are entering a new era in medicine, one that understands that people are not collections of body parts, but systems of intertwined biology, psychology, and emotion. The most effective cancer care doesn't separate the patient's biology from their beliefs, stress levels, or support systems. This is not to suggest that the mind can will away cancer, but it can support the systems that fight it. When we take care of the mind, we help fortify the body. In every cell, in every moment, your body is listening to your mind. And in the journey through cancer, that relationship may be one of the most powerful tools we have.